Dude, it's been a hot minute. Okay, hey guys, what's up? I'm back here at the old place of Edward, and today we're going to be
for
doing...
both of us.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. This is my first time seeing him since like December-ish. But anyways, today we're just gonna be changing up my hair, making it look a little bit more presentable.
It's literally, okay, see, he had a picture right here. He had a picture, he was like, show me how to do this hair. I was like, okay, but I figured you would come with like just your hair after it's been washed, like it's just down.
I came straight from the gym, so it's kinda...
Did you get a perm?
No, not yet. This is straight hair right now.
How did you do that? Did they do it for you?
No, literally what I do is when it's wet at night, I part it and I go to sleep. And I wake up and it's like this, waves.
But what is your hair naturally if you like let it air dry?
If I naturally let it wave dry?
Sitting, like if you're just sitting?
Right, it has like that puffy look.
You know, so your hair naturally has a wave to it?
No, it's super straight.
Ah. Because my hair's pin straight, but this is like, even with kodegi.
I don't know what kodegi is.
This is a kodegi.
Ah.
Flat iron. You know what, this is what we'll do. For the people that are wondering how you do the hair, I'll show you the technique. Okay? Go! Okay, what the fuck?
That's how you know.
Alright, so. For this, okay. Honestly, for this, if you're starting like fresh, for me, I would just like wash my hair and blow dry it so it's just down straight. This is a more structured kind of look for me. Mine is almost the same, but it's more like bedheadish, more casual.
Right.
This is much more structured and more fancy. But I think the technique is still the same. What do I do? So for me, I get out of the shower. I feel like it works better when your hair. For my look, it's better when your hair is freshly washed. For his look, I think it would be better on second day hair. But basically, for me, I would just blow dry it so it's like straight down. But basically, what you want to do is you want to part it where you want. You said you want odeo, which is 50-50, but yours is right now. Yours is like 60-40.
Okay.
Which doesn't really matter because it gives like the same effect, to be honest.
Right.
If you find that you want this look, but you think a middle part makes you look like an ass head either,
like a butt crack,
an ass hat, then maybe even just the slightest amount moving it to the left or the right makes it look a little more wearable.
Completely agree.
Right. Yeah. So even if it's just a little bit of a shift, it will still look. It was still. That's what some people tested with it. Thought they put it into their lips. But yeah, you want to part it where like either in the middle, or if you find that it's too strong, then shift it a little over to the left or right, however you want your part to be. So what I do is I actually start. Okay. Here's the thing. If you want more of a structured look, what I would do is I would section it, and then pin this up. And I would actually start from the bottom up, like the layers. But for me, for a more casual look, I will go from the top down. It sounds weird, but like it'll make sense.
Right, so sectioned off and then top down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do I do? So for his hair, because it's with a more structured look, I actually don't have any pins. They're all at my new house. I don't have any clips, so I'm gonna use this weird shit. This is for those girls that have like the bangs. Oh, you know how the girls always have the rollers?
Yes.
This, you put it like
in
the
public.
bangs. Yeah. Well, we'll just use this. Alright, that didn't fucking work, but whatever. You turn your button this way for us. So basically you would like part it, lift it up, or could you actually hold this part for me? Hold that hair up. Thank you.
Got it, fam.
No. Oh my god. So again, like I said, his hair is actually already in that, like, what it needs to be, but I'll just show you the technique. You want to just grab a section. It would help to brush it out first. And I would actually use a much bigger flat iron, but like I said, my other stuff is at my other house, so this is all I have here. But what you're basically doing is you're gonna, like, you're basically like you're straightening your hair, except you're gonna kind of curve the flat iron, so almost like you're not curling it, but you want to wave it. You don't want to make it too tight, because if you make it too tight, it'll turn into like a curl. And what you're gonna do is, as you clamp the hair, you twist it a little bit, and you're pulling down. And as you're about to reach the very end of the hair, you kind of pull this way, almost like this motion. You don't want to go straight down and let go because that will turn into a weird curl.
It's kind of like a flick of the wrist then, right?
Basically, you want to flick it away from your face, so like this.
Huh, interesting.
Like that. Can you see it? Because your hair is dark.
Yeah, my hair's black as
yeah, but that's basically the motion. Like that. You just want it to wave away from your face. You don't want the entire like section of the hair to like be completely curled. You want mostly from maybe like the mid section to like the end of the hair to curve away, because if it starts curling from the very top, then that's when it turns into like a really tight curl in. That's not really the look.
It'll be like chonzuro or whatever.
Right. So you can let go.
Oh, let go.
Section, yeah. Right. And then basically just do the same exact thing from the bottom up. The most important tip though is to make sure as you're going down the shaft, you go away from the face.
So do you think it's better to get a perm or just to do this?
If you really can't do this, if you don't have time to do this every day, there are perms that you can get. You can get what's called like a C curl perm. C curl is basically, because I'm sure you've seen what getting a perm is like, right? They put your hair in a curler.
Right.
But a C curl, usually the barrel is a lot bigger, so it's not a strong, like tiny, tight curl. And it's a little bit weaker, so that your hair is permed more to like this rather than like a tight.
Like afro.
Right. Which is what I think a lot of, especially Westerners, think of when they think of perms.
Yeah.
Or there are also some people that think of perms as like straightening things, so.
So is your hair permed or is it just natural?
My hair is natural right now. Okay. Because I bleach my hair, I can't perm it. Or
really?
It will fall off.
Is that how it works?
Pretty much. So it's really quick and easy. It doesn't take that much effort. But then again, his hair was already like that. But especially because his hair is actually at a pretty decent length. It's not too long, but it's not too short. So you also want to make sure that your hair is long enough, because some guys can get a little too excited, but they don't wait for their hair to grow out enough. So the hair is too short, and it kind of different. Even if you do the same exact technique, it comes out a little bit different. So
what do you think about my length?
Your hair is at a good length for this particular look.
Yeah.
And also your hair texture, I think, is at a decent length.
Perfect.
Yeah, you also want to take care of the front. You want, I can't really demonstrate on his hair right now, but the way you do the front is very, I usually do the front last. Like, you see how I did this side first? I kind of did this part last. But because your hair was already kind of like that already, I don't really need to do much to it. But you want to be careful. You want to add a little less pressure here, because if you do the bangs too tight, then it can make it look awkward. So try to like not clamp as hard, kind of just like lightly like clamp and then quickly like run it through the hair. So yeah, that's pretty much that side. Now you're gonna try the other side. And I'm literally just doing the exact same thing, like it's not any different.
So if I get a haircut, should I just do a 2-block again?
If you get a haircut?
Right, if they just trim the side.
Did they fade it or anything, right? They just like literally pinned it up and just chopped it all off?
No, I asked them for the fade, but I think...
here's another thing. For me, like people with your hair texture, you can do the fade thing because your hair's thin enough, I think, so that you don't get down perms, right?
No.
Because you have the kind of hair where you can the side will just like lay flat as it grows out.
Oh yeah, it does
But for me, my hair is really thick, and so like it grows out like sideways. I'm sure you've seen guys like that. Yeah. It grows out like sideways, and so in my case, and because my hair is so thick and I have a lot of it, I do have to complete like when I'm getting a 2-block. I have them pin it up and literally just chop off all of this at one length. For you, like the hair here is shorter, and as you go up, it's longer, right?
Yeah, they fade
because your hair texture is good for that. But for me, because it's I have so much hair, it's really thick and it's super straight, and it sticks out when it grows out.
Right.
I just completely just shave it all up, not shave, but buzz it like the same length up. Usually 6 millimeters.
I think that's 2. Okay, so if you have thick hair, just get a 2 all around the sides. But if you have thin hair like me,
it depends.
Or straight thin hair.
Yeah, I only get 6 because it would be more convenient to get 2 because it my hair grows so fast.
Right.
It keeps like the number of times I have to go at a minimum, but because my hair is also, if it's too short, I look bald on the side.
Yeah,
so
the skin. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep it at 6 to make. I do have like a product that you can. Have you ever seen it where it's like the powder they put here to like thicken it, like darken the hair?
Yes, fill in the areas.
Yeah, I basically use that if it's looking too short. But you also want to see start off like with like 9 mm and go down to see like your limit for how far you can go without it looking like you're bald.
I can go up to a 3 without looking bald.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, my hair is fine, like thin, but I have so many.
Right. So the main issue is with people that have really like not that much hair. Another tip is that if you have a rat tail comb, which is really useful, rather than just going straight and parting it, a way to like blend the hair easy is if you, rather than going straight, you kind of zigzag. Like that.
Wow.
Like that's when you part it. There's like such a subtle little difference, but it helps you. Like it's not completely necessary, but if you find that it helps you, there's a little tip. But
I just learned a new technique to part the hair. Wow.
It will help. Like it will make the layers when they sit, it'll look more like natural, I guess.
Not like a straight pluck.
Right. So it's not like It's more like they blend with each other. Could you hold this? One thing, I don't know if you've tried to do this before, where you're like, one side looks really good, but the other side's like, what the fuck did I do?
Yes, like eyebrows.
Yeah, it has to do with the positioning of the flat iron. Now, this is going to be, even for me, it's going to be difficult because I have to be on this side.
Okay.
The main thing to remember is that rather than thinking of like, what way you're holding this way, just think of the bar, the actual like flat iron, the direction that it's like facing. So when we were doing this side, you kind of want it like at this sort of angle, and when you do this side, you want it like this. So don't get it twisted. I don't know. It just honestly it takes a bunch of practice. So
it's got direct reflection, I guess.
So again, but the other key point is just away from face, away like that. Like that. Right there. Okay, watch your hand. There you go. Well, I didn't even fucking comb your hair. I was using like this side to like comb. Hold this for me.
This one?
And honestly, if you don't have that, if you're just trying to refresh, because sometimes, remember how you said your hair is really pin straight, and you go to the gym and then it kind of straightens out a little bit, but you kind of want to refresh it. You really don't have to like section every section. Just look at your hair, and whatever's like sticking out is like really straight to you. Just grab it and just like give
it back its waves.
Yeah, just kind of like run your flat iron. You don't need to like, unless your hair's freshly washed or something and it's all pin straight, then you really don't need to like spend that much time, to be honest. But again, it depends on your hair texture and all that. For the back, you want to turn around for me?
Wait.
Honestly, for the back, I don't put that much effort into it because you have a fade, right? So like you can see it. It looks fine, so it blends up into the hair up here. But for me, because it's literally like one length here and then a completely different length here, I'm sure you've seen it on other guys where you'll see like the really short hair here, and it's like their long hair here is like hanging.
Right, it just hangs off.
Yeah, and there's like a space right here.
Yes, awkward.
So for me, what I have to do is I'll take the long hair, for him, it doesn't be right here, but I would take the long hair and literally just add a wave to it. That way, the long hair up here curves into the bottom. That way it looks like your head is more round rather than just like, it looks like a helmet of hair, if that makes sense.
That's good. Oh my gosh.
Because a lot of, some of us guys will, well, for me at least, I'll actually trim my short hair at home because I have a buzz cut thing, a brazier, or what is it called? A buzzer? A razor?
Clipper?
A clipper. I have a clipper at home, but I can't do this part alone. So I'm only doing the short part. So I will have that problem where it's like literally like a space right here under my long hair. So I have to make sure this part is curved down. And then that's pretty much it. Done, good. Oh shit. And for me, honestly, hold on, actually, stick right there.
Okay.
So, if you find that you, they're a little bit too, some parts are a little too tight and they look a little too formal, you can just take a brush and kind of just like, brush your, you know, or even just use your fucking fingers. Just do that. And then to add a little bit of hold at least, you can just take a light hairspray.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of, you know, before it dries, run your fingers through it. So it still has its structure and it stays its way, but it's not so like, it doesn't have that hard hairspray look.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Another thing, I don't have my blow dryer with me, but if you're at home and you're doing this, sometimes this technique can make it look like this part is a little flat up here and this side looks too like poofy. So what you can do is you can take your blow dryer and this works better if you have like that concentrating nozzle, because you know normally blow dryers are just like a circle, but you can put that attachment that makes it like a kind of concentrated stream. Take that and like, for example, I'm holding it here, and then let the stream of air hit the side like this, and you only need to blast it a little bit just so that it heats up the hair, and then kind of run your hand down like this, and this will push the hair up more up here. It'll push it up more, but it'll make the side a little bit more flat.
Right.
That way, the more the volume is up here rather than here, because
yeah,
there's just something so unattractive about like
poofy hair. I totally agree.
So all the volume should be at the top, while
I think that's an Asian guy problem. Like
yeah,
puffy
pretty
hair.
much. Yeah. That's why we have down perms and shit. So blast the sides with hot air and kind of do this. And if you really need it to be secure, change your blow dryer to the cool setting and like blast it here and like really hold it there until it's completely cooled down. That way, you know, because some people will kind of, because especially Koreans, they'll tend to just like, well, I'm not generalizing, but at most salons that I've been to, they tend to do it very, very quick. And that's okay for people with hair like yours, but for me, because my hair is so thick and straight, I have to like really set it. So I'll blast it and hold it down with the cool setting on, like until it's completely cooled down. That way it will keep the shape. What the fuck? Oh yeah, we should have taken like those shots. Oh well, you can see here it's really, even just a little bit of refreshing, it looks a lot better.
Dude, just look at us next to each other now. Oh, God. I was looking at it right now and it's just like, man. Like,
I want you to insert a clip of when we were eating stacks before.
Oh my goodness. Now. I was almost as skinny as you. I think I was only like 5-6 pounds heavier than you.
I'm surprised at how quickly you gained weight.
Yeah, dude, I'm like 25 pounds heavier.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, you can just tell by like this area right here.
Right,
everything's
it's the neck.
Right.
I feel like your neck is real meaty. So yeah.
What do you guys think? I think it really looks much better as long if you just put that, what, ironer is called? Ironer? Because all I do is naturally just wet my hair, part it, and let it just naturally dry out.
Which is a, you know, if it works for you, it definitely works, but
I don't towel dry, I don't blow dry, I just let it naturally dry, and that's what it looked like in the beginning, but
using a flat iron really gives you like the really
that
defined,
textured look. It's black, so you can't see, but it has the waves. I wanted the waves, that's why we...
Right. Yeah. And using a heat tool will help it, you know, not only allow it to be more defined, but also keep it longer. Like if you were to work out or something. Of course, if it's humid and if it's hot, depending on where you are, it might like flatten out a little bit, but yeah.
Simple little thing can enhance the look tremendously. It's crazy. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you don't know who Edward Avila is, please check him out. He was the one that actually let me stay with him for, I don't know, a few months.
When did you, it was like, was it September? No, it wasn't September, it was like November? No. September, right?
September till like December. He took me in, took care of me, showed me the ropes of how to like edit properly and whatnot, how to film properly. So show him some love, you know what I'm saying? I actually really like Eddie. Okay, love you guys.
Bitch, did you hear that? But I really like Eddie.
I do.
I will 멈추지 마. Bye guys.
Alright, see you guys.
Mwah.
Yes.